Oh, freaking cold out here. Brr. It's like, it says it's 14. Don't think it's 14. My gloves up here, they're cool, thawing out, but I think they're frozen again. And the soda in my car is slushy now. Because I just went and watched Aquaman 2. I think it was better than the first one. But it's still cheesy. Because Aquaman's always been cheesy, and he even jokes about it in the movie. Because, you know, Aquaman's always been the guy who talks to fishes. he's always been, you know, he's always been the joke of the Justice League. He's Aquaman. He's the king of the Atlantis. He talks to fishes. That's about the extent of his power. He rides the big seahorse, which I think the big seahorse looked pretty cool. He was kind of shiny and see-through, but I don't know. It looked pretty cool. Pretty much everybody was back in the first one. I don't know. This is probably the final pre-James Gunn DC movie. I think Shazam, Captain Marvel will be back. Because, remember, Shazam is the name of the wizard. Yes. His name is Captain Marvel. It's cold. But, you know, it's got a lot of jokes. I don't know how many were scripted and how many were put in. The running gag from Peacemaker, which I'm looking forward to that second season. Holy crap. The running gag was Aquaman fucks fishes. Yeah. So that was running gag through Peacemaker. Which, of course, if you haven't watched that series, holy fuck, you're missing out, because that series, he makes fun of everybody. And I think Momoa realized that and picked up on that and continued on, because he drags on Marvel. There's a huge thing to Iron Man in it. You're gonna have to watch, yeah. He makes fun of Harry Potter. He makes fun of DC. He makes fun of himself. But he honors himself as well. The fact that they brought what's the name back? I can never pronounce his name, so I'm not gonna fucking try. Jango Fett. I don't want to screw his name up, so nobody can sit there and say you've messed his name up. You know, fucking Jango Fett is Aquaman's father. Yes. He's good in the role. I mean, he doesn't have many roles out there. I'm glad they brought him into Aquaman because it fit right. There's a I want to know how much money Guinness paid for this movie, because wow, they drank a lot of Guinness. I wonder how much actually they did drink, because, you know, take after take after take after take sometimes. And like I heard from, you know, I went and watched Wonka when I was down in Utah. I didn't do a review of it, but I did hear that on Wonka, because they had a chocolatier and they're making all of their chocolates for the movie, and take after take after take after take, they ate a lot of chocolate to the point that a lot of people got sick off the chocolate. So I'm just wondering how much beer they actually drank on Aquaman. Of course, 2 of them, and then the scene with the 2 of them. Momoa's riding a motorcycle, and I probably almost guarantee that's his own personal bike, because he's just out there having fun, just doing wheelies and not wheelies, but drifting. So yeah, I wonder if that was part of his training for Fast and Furious. God, that movie sucked. I watched that on the airplane. Wow. they beat that franchise to death. They really have. And I guess we're gonna get one more. Why? I don't know. Well, you can sell the crap in the back of my car. Oh, the crap in the back of my car. Yeah. And my solo dice. Solo. But yeah, Aquaman isn't bad. It's a good comic book movie. They it's cold. They treated it like a comic book movie. They didn't try to make it like real life. You know, and then when Aquaman, King of Atlantis, I'm Aquaman. Yeah, that was good. Some of the scenes they pulled right out of the comics, like when he's addressing the world, that scene has been done many times. I was kind of hoping that Wonder Woman would have appeared. That would have been a great time for her to be on that stage as a representative of Themyscira, which, hey, I can pronounce that. She would have done well side by side with Aquaman, Curry, and that would have probably led into Mera. Still can't believe they kept her ass in the movie, but whatever. And hopefully it's one of her last roles. I don't see her continuing her career after bullshit. But because in the comics, her Wonder Woman and Arthur hook up, and it causes them all to go to war. And of course, two of those nations going to war pretty much brings the whole fucking world into it. So that's a good story. If you haven't watched that, there is an animated movie about it, based off of the graphic novel comic storyline that they did with. I think it was the one with the father. I don't know. But it's a decent storyline. It's well worth watching or reading. Kind of the Elseworlds, which is the What If for Marvel. Elseworlds for DC is a really good fucking series. They've done a lot of it's Batman, Superman, alternate versions of them. Sometimes they're interchanged. It's snowing. It snowed yesterday. It snowed the day before. We've gotten so much fucking snow, it's insane. Oh yeah, I wonder if the mayor's office is open today. I should call him a bitch out. But if you like the first one and you're on the fence about it, mainly because of the bullshit with her, she's in it, but not centrally in it. Mainly there because the son that they've got, which is little baby, little baby, it's all baby. Yeah. If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't fuck it. I mean, I think this is the last DC pre-gun movie. There's a quick little snippet at the end with cockroaches. Cockroaches are the shrimp of the land. Too funny. But go watch it. I mean, it's a good, funny, just movie. They poke a lot at themselves, and they poke a lot at other franchises. So, it's just sad that they didn't know this was the end of the line. I mean, Aquaman has already saved the world once, now he had to save it again. So, and the Justice League didn't step in to help, which is, you know, he's got to have his own movie, which this was it. It's just sad that there's not going to be any more. No idea what Gunn's doing. I think he's keeping Shazam. I don't think he's keeping Momoa. The because he's using his wife, which is kind of cool because they got married. The actress, the blonde actress, I can't remember her name either, from Peacemaker, kind of using some of those characters as Marvel used Fury to go around and gather up the different heroes for the Justice Society, which we saw in Black Adam, which, because of what fucking Dwayne "The Rock" fucking Johnson did, where he fucking decided that I'm gonna own the rights to all this shit, nobody else can use the characters or anything, because I'm the only one that can make these fucking movies because I'm the fucking Rock. It's bullshit. The DC and Marvel have got to stop letting these fuckers do this shit. You can't let the actors, because they want to be in the fucking role, control the fucking narrative of how your world is going to be formed in the movies and in series. It's just, you can't let the directors sit there and do it. If they're going to do it, it's going to be an Elseworld, or it's going to be a What If. Period. End of fucking story. If you're going to make a world that's going to have all the heroes and villains and whatnot interacting with each other and on screen for the fans to fucking enjoy and love and want more of, you've got to do the fucking story and build your fucking world, and not let one motherfucking asshole take control of one section of your fucking universe and keep it basically under hostage, because if he's not in the movie or she's not in the movie, you can't use him. That's bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, and The Rock's movies have just gotten worse and worse and worse. I'm sorry. When you sit there and you say, well, I'm not going to use any guns because fucking dumb shit fucking shot and killed that woman because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because he's a fucking moron, you can't let these people sit there and dictate this shit. You want to sit there and have everything CGI? Fine. When nobody goes to watch your movies anymore, don't bitch, nobody's watching your shit. It's like when you sit there and you put in this stupid shit where, and I'm not going to get into that, because some jackass is going to sit there and say, well, you're anti this, you're anti that, and I want to go to a movie for the enjoyment of the fucking movie. If I want to go watch a documentary on some bullshit, I'm going to go watch a fucking documentary. I'm not going to go watch a fucking documentary and pay whatever the fucking tickets are, and concessions and food and whatnot, and sit there for 2 hours, 3 hours, and be dictated to about what your fucking bullshit propaganda shit is. I want to watch my heroes and villains be heroes and villains. I want my fucking Dr. Doom to be the badass motherfucker that goes around and tries to steal the fucking powers of the Watcher, of Galactus, of Superman. Yeah, there's a comic that I've got the copy of it. It's a big ass fucking supersized comic with Superman, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Wonder Woman, Parasite, and Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom takes Parasite, forces him to go after Superman to drain Superman's powers so that they can sit there and kidnap him and lock him down so Doom can take all of the powers. Because that's what Doom does. He steals the fucking powers of the most powerful he can get his hands on. He's done it over and over and over and over in the comics. We had that discussion, I think when I was down in the States. The 2099 Dr. Doom, where he encased his brain inside Wolverine's adamantium skeleton. Yes. Somehow he found Wolverine either dead or dying, stripped the fucking flesh off of his fucking skeleton, his metal frame skeleton, and built his body armor over it. That was so badass. Doom's running around with Wolverine's skeleton. That's just fucking Doom. That's how he is. You can't sit there and give the man anything but the biggest fucking prop, because he does his best to sit there and take the best. He wants to be the best. You know, he knows magic. He can cast spells like Doctor Strange. He knows science. He can sit there and go toe to toe with Mr. Fantastic. He steals Tony Stark's armor ideas so he can sit there and build better armor for himself and his fucking troops, which are all robots, I think. That's the fucking Doctor Doom we need. He doesn't sit there and go, oh, I love Sue Strange, so I'm going to sit there and try and sit there and woo her. No. He didn't woo her. He fucking kidnapped her ass. That's how he rolls. He's not the bestie of everybody. He's the fucking villain. I'm sorry. Stop killing you villains off. My God, all these people are DC and Marvel both. Oh, we have a villain. The only way we can stop him is to kill him. But enough on that. You know, go watch Aquaman. Go watch Wonka. I enjoyed Wonka. For the most part, it's a direct prequel to Gene Wilder's. And everybody's like, well, what about the Golden Ticket? What about this one? This is before all that. This is when he's just opening his factory. He's not thinking about trying to retire because of all the stupid shit. And the fucking, the arch enemies of the chocolatiers. And all that. He's just trying to start his fucking chocolate shop. With the Oompa Loompas. Yeah, the Oompa Loompas. Yeah. I don't know. That's a whole other thing right there, is them just using the one actor to... they did it in Gene Wilder, or not Gene Wilder, fucking... What's his name's one, too. They used one actor for all of them. But at least he was a short person. At least that was that. But, that's my opinions on it. I mean... If you like hearing my opinion on stuff, great. If not, well, fuck it. I don't know. But, yeah, you got time to go to the movies? Go watch something? Check them both out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch anything else this week because I go back to work. And next week, I don't know what's going to be out yet because it's all the same shit. Going into the everything's frozen. It's going into the New Year's weekend, so I don't know if they're releasing anything. They should, because not everybody wants to go out and party. I'm not going. I got to work, so I don't know. And our office party is on the 2nd, so adults only. I'm going by myself because, yeah. So a little bit of food. Might have a drink, I doubt it. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go hit the store. What time is it? It's almost 2 o'clock. Nasty out here. I'm just gonna go back to the grind. I had a nice, lovely vacation. It wasn't snowing down in Utah. It was nice. It's been snowing nonstop here. Every damn day, it seems. It's snowing right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna go play in traffic. I know sometimes I'm driving around, but I'm just sitting in my car because it's so fucking cold. I'm just trying to get warmed up in here and drink my slushy Coke. Yeah, it's slushy. And I was only in there for about. I got here at 11. It's 1:45 now, so with all the shit in that, it's about 2.5 hours. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'm gonna deal with all the bullshit at work. I'm so short-handed. It's just that'd be a whole another rant. Is the fucking generation that doesn't want to work. Because they all think that they're entitled to get the fucking $25 an hour because that's what these dumbass people are telling them. You deserve to get the fucking money for the type of work you're doing. If you're washing fucking dishes, you're not getting paid $25 an hour. If you're scrubbing fucking floors, you're not making that much money. Unless you're a fucking union janitor or some shit. So, I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna shut this off and get going. I'm gonna go get errands done and clean up for work. I gotta shave. So, hope you enjoyed.